Okay, so for what's on like na comment no shaman so dey be na on AM show so and na MFA hosting now you see conversation is about third term sem man ho aba aja dey call court ne aye bubuja okroma ne say na Kwadwo Poku nsafo one Hopeson na do as usual no me panelist ba so and na conversation no Kwadwo Poku na start a conversation and he's making submissions on this particular term thing now they call court Supreme Court they are interpreting and they don't say on the part of the MPP they don't support it. It shouldn't even go to the Supreme Court. If the constitution is clear on it. Why should you be pushing for this third term thing? This particular issue Fifi Kwete of the NDC or General Secretary Grana because I said those psychophants they should stop it. President George Dramani Mahama he has no interest in going for a third term or then Munjai and say no more pushing on. But Abeka said NDC 4 years or more there are people who are not supposed to push some agenda who will be the third term same be near the Supreme Court and an English class is a one the Supreme Court shouldn't like pay attention to some of these things. When na MFA biza Hopeson and say or no so or like does he agree with what Kwadwo Poku for can or say there be under or agree with what he say. No Kwadwo Poku say how can you tell me this story? Wo NDC ni because how can an opposition party our position our power but obi pushing for third term agenda for us so yes someone na corner krana yenim but you can't come and sit on national television now go when any man put say afi there we ya na UP ni position no say omo no omo support so be push any third term agenda but some the go Supreme Court so the Supreme Court be can be able for us we look at this submission say Torka Basa and the Kwadwo Poku for us there as usual just say massa they all can nyansa be any it doesn't make any sense. How can you tell me this story? Who your opposition party open power ba na so be your power no push for a third term agenda who kind of support it na just we NDC ni no and adwuma mo be ya che papa dirty work no mo be ya che papa opposition no so dem bet no they will be making this submission on be supporting NDC for no indirectly because no mean so much be power that say the MPP for the best about power. So then also no championing this for agenda na not like prepare we be their baby enko baby. One for enko they go to Kwadwo Poku nsafo how I treat Hopeson on air joy news and equity.
So let's start with a renewed debate over presidential term limits. We also know that the MPP has joined 4 others at the Supreme Court, especially on the matter of presidential term limit. Kwadwo, I'd like to start with you.
It's just an issue that I think the Supreme Court can just save us all the time and just dismiss to hear it. I don't know what there is to hear. I mean, we've repeated this thing over and over. There are 2 sides to the coin, and both sides to the coin are saying the same thing. We, the MPP, are saying that this thing should not be entertained. The sentence, the clause 2, is very straightforward. There is no ambiguity. People are saying that the president is saying he's not interested. I have not heard, there's no statement that the president has said that comes out clearly and mentions third term. The only statement he has made is to say that I have been given 4 years and I'm concentrating on that. He doesn't go on to say that I am not interested in a third term. There's no mention of third term in any of the statements he has made. So people keep coming back to the same question. Why does this story refuse to go away? Because there are sycophants within this government who are propping up all the resources to try and find a loophole for President Mahama to do a third term. But you see, the reason we should take it serious is not in isolation. There are over 10 countries in Africa that never had a third term, right? But the presidency or the people in government, so to say, found a way and the president ended up doing a third term. So it's not like it's never happened before. This is Africa, right? It's happened in other countries. It can happen here, though the law is very straightforward and there's no ambiguity. I think the Supreme Court, looking at the temperature in the country, the justices of the Supreme Court should just dismiss this outright and not even hear it. There's no point hearing it. Because you see, what is causing the reason for there to be even that to go to Supreme Court? Why is that going there? Is it that somebody is trying to, and I'm saying that, oh, you are trying to do it, so I won't let you do it, right? Out of nowhere, I mean, somebody puts a rate in front and said, oh, interpret. So what, Supreme Court is going to now, everybody can just get up and go and say, interpret something for me. That's not the rule of Supreme Court. Supreme Court is there when there is a real issue that has arisen. That when there's a real issue that needs to be determined. Not everybody can just get up and say, oh, can you determine, especially when...
That's not what the Constitution says.
No, that's not what the Supreme Court is there for.
But the Constitution was quite clear.
No, the Constitution is very clear. Exactly, the Constitution is very clear. So why are we now invoking Supreme Court? You see, that's the point. If there is ambiguity and somebody wants clarity, then even that, there must be an action that necessitates it. You remember when President Mahama was trying to do a second term and people said, oh, he's already done the Atameo's Honorable His Excellency Atameo's remaining term.
I think that's where this conversation started.
No, that was then. But the point is that then the Supreme Court ruled that, and we all knew that it was very clear. There was no even point going there because he only did 6 months. And the law is very clear. Unless you've done half of it, you can continue again. This time around, the president has not given any intention of running. There isn't any real and present danger where an action would be thwarted or whatever, and somebody needs clarity. There hasn't been an appeal where the Supreme Court has to look at it. All the things that Supreme Courts are supposed to now call on jurisdiction has not been invoked. So somebody can just get up one morning and say, oh, I think I want to do English lessons in Constitution, so Supreme Court. No, we should stop that. So Supreme Court, for me, with the temperature in the country now, the justices should just dismiss the hearing of that thing and let it be there, because that 66-2 is very clear and very no ambiguity. But we don't trust, the MPP do not trust the AG to defend this. We don't trust him because the AG is the president's lawyer, right? So for all the
so he's our lawyer.
He's the president's lawyer.
He's our lawyer.
He's the president's lawyer.
Doc,
the Attorney General.
The Attorney General is a lawyer.
The President.
The state lawyer for the.
He's a state attorney, Kwadwo.
Yes, but he's also the Attorney General and.
The Constitution is clear on the role of the Attorney General.
He represents the president.
He's the president's lawyer. If you sue if you sue the state, the president that comes to court is the Attorney General. Right? So if the presidency is the state.
If you sue the state.
Yes, the president comes to court.
If you sue the state, it's the Attorney General. But if you sue the president, in fact, you can't even sue the president when he's president, by the way.
No, as an individual, as a state. Look, we run an executive presidency, right? The executive presidency, if you sue anything to do with the presidency, is the Attorney General that goes to court.
Then not the president.
No, I'm just saying that. But the president is the head of state.
No, I just want clarity because the president,
he is the head.
You don't take the president to court.
If you want, the presidency wants legal advice, is the Attorney General that advises the presidency on legal advice. If the presidency is looking at the third tenure, we don't trust the Attorney General to advise correctly. That is why we, the MPP, are joining the suit to go to the Supreme Court and defend this matter and let it. But I'm saying that, look, the justices, we beg you, the temperature in the country is so high, people are dejected, Galamsey is just getting worse. We want to concentrate on other matters. This morning, we shouldn't be discussing this matter. We should be discussing Galamsey. We should be discussing a lot of issues that are pertinent to this country. Dismiss this thing and refuse to hear it. It will solve a lot of problems.
Refuse to hear it.
So how do I reconcile, Doug, before I come to you, could I stay with you for a minute? How do I reconcile the position of democracy under attack and the rule of law and the absolute right of a citizen in this country to go to court because they seek interpretation? And I ask this question because I'm getting the impression that a particular provision in the Constitution must have triggered an action before a citizen can go to court. That's not my understanding of who can go to court.
Okay, so you remember the list of things I said. There must be an action that needs interpretation. There must be an action, right? Somebody must now, if the president decided that he wants to do a third term, let's assume the president hinted somewhere in a speech. Then somebody will now say, no, you can't, right? Then we'll go to the Supreme Court to now find out. The president has hinted he wants to do a third term. Can he or can he not? That is one action. Somebody could have basically had a court, and from the legal system, they appealed to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will now look at it. This is the case where...
That's my pushback.
Okay,
there are two ways.
The Supreme Court is not there for
court.
English exercise.
No.
They're not there for that.
If I read the provision under Article 2.1, any citizen or a person in Ghana can invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. You do not necessarily have to be directly injured or personally affected to file a case. You can just go to seek interpretation.
You can go, yes, but on what? On you see,
on a provision.
But I'm saying that. What are you injured on?
No. You don't have to be injured.
Okay, if you're not injured, right? Are we saying that now
you can go two ways? Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that we are not supposed to be using the Supreme Court as an English lesson class. There is a law that is a very short sentence, no ambiguity, very clear. It says shall. Right?
Do you give me a minute? Let's do a little exercise. Do you agree?
I disagree.
That's the only reason. But
you see, disagree on what? What does he disagree? No. You see, whether somebody can go or not. Let's not belittle this conversation.
I'm not.
Whether somebody can go or not is not the conversation here. Everybody has the right to go to the Supreme Court. That's why the 21 talks about. What we are saying is that sentence that somebody is going to go to court, if you read the rates, he introduces a word that is not even in the 66.2. Consecutive. It's not there.
Yeah.
So hold on. What I'm saying is that, look, the Supreme Court has a lot to do. Recently, they said that the case load of the Supreme Court is so high that the justices are having trouble dealing with all the caseload. What I'm praying the justice of the Supreme Court this morning is that do not turn the Supreme Court into an English exercise playground. Because that 66.2 is a straightforward English. First, a term is 4 years. It says that a term is very clear.
In fact, I think that I can dare say that a part of the role is an English exercise.
No, they are not there for English. We cannot have a different opinion.
But what I'm saying that today you are here. That's what I'm saying is an opinion. Today you are here on my desk, and you see the understanding of that provision as clear. Surely, if we went on there, somebody will also disagree.
No, because of the mischief of it. Look, if we want to open this can of worms, let's go ahead.
You have a can to open up.
Hold on. You know what we are trying to do here? This whole exercise, when somebody writes a writ and introduce an alien word, which is not even in the Constitution on 66 days, consecutive is not in 66.2. It's not there.
That is the bone of...
Oh, bro, please, let's not go there. Look, my dear, for us, the MPP, we know. And when the Pro-Max start talking, you know there's a meeting has been had. When I'm telling you, when the Pro-Max...
but you represent,
you represent an opposition party who wants to come into power, but you are supporting the PKM. How is that?
Who told you that?
How does that? But you are telling me you disagree with me. You are telling me you disagree with me.
You know my position.
So why do you disagree?
We're finally been joined by Honorable Mohammed Issa Bakhtaria.
You are telling me that... You see, you know what I'm saying?
Welcome, Honorable.
Yes, we will
start. You land. What are you saying? Lokojo, you can make the point without saying Pro-Max.
We are all trying to...
Go to the Article 66.
The Article 66.
We settle
the matter.
No, everybody. How many times have we read 66?
Yeah.
No, but I want.
Yeah.
How many times have we read
For the sake of the conversation.
How many conversations
we all know. We all know.
We want to see the key word.
We all know. It's
Every
two
Ghanaian.
times.
I am just praying for the justices.
Yes.
That this, let me
allow me to also speak.
No,
you can speak. You can have all the time. What Ghanaians will see when you speak.
For clarity.
No,
we
For
have
clarity, that's
Is it not more than 2 times?
We have read.
not more than 2 times.
We have read. All the Ghanaians.
I do not want you using words that to be inflammatory.
Which is
We're
what?
not selling phones here. There's no Pro Max here. Jaisa.
So should I say the NDC?
You know, he has a title. He has a
the
name.
NDC
I
affiliation.
didn't introduce
No, but the
anybody as
point
an
I'm
NDC
fine. The
affiliation.
Ghanaians are worried. You know why Ghanaians are worried? Because you see, let me tell you why Ghanaians are worried.
More than 20
Do you know why Ghanaians are worried? You know why Ghanaians are worried?
Yes.
What I'm trying to explain to you is that there is a government in place. There are opposition parties. Hopeson and the UP wants to tell us that they are an opposition
Talk
party.
on the issue.
But he has
Let me land on my matter, my brother.
But he hasn't shared his
Let me land on my
position yet, has he?
matter. We will hear him.
No.
He will, no, but I'm just
You
telling
can't
you.
prejudice
That's fine, but it's my
You
opinion.
cannot.
It's my
No,
opinion.
I have to allow you
No,
that.
that's fine, but let him prove me wrong. Let him prove me wrong.
No.
He is going to
can't
back
prejudice
the road. Two things he's
You
going to do.
will not.
He is going
You
to
will not.
back the Supreme Court hearing the matter. He is going to back.
No,
He was
we
here.
cannot do
We
that.
can play a tape. We
Yes.
can play a tape where Hopeson said on this platform that if it goes for referendum, Mahama will win. He said it on this platform.
What particular? Is it the extension of the term?
Yes, third referendum. He says if it goes to third referendum, Mahama will win. He said it on this platform.
Okay.
So how are you an opposition party?
No, but what?
How is an opposition party
can I come
advocating
in
for Mahama to do a third term?
Can I come in now?
Okay, because
you
you
can come in, have what time you want.
I was going to go to Doug, but let me hear you too. Let me
First
hear
and
you
foremost, let me make this clear. Everybody watching us, we've made our position clear to everybody. I am here representing the United Party, UP. Someone is here representing NDC. And you are here representing MPP. Now, between 2017 to 2024, the NDC was in opposition. Kofi Akpelu was opposition member. PNC, CPP, and the rest. I don't call all of them. When Kofi Akpelu, some of the CPP people and others were supporting MPP in the media against the opposition NDC, that one, you were comfortable. But today, if an opposition member should go against you, you have a headache. That is your own cup of tea. Number one, I am saying that I disagree with him saying Supreme Court should not even hear the case. They should dismiss it. How can you speak like that? Why? What is the purpose of Supreme Court? They are there to interpret the laws to us. Where we have problems, they are to, interpret it. Someone is asking just a simple question. That when we say 2 terms, should it be the one that J.J. Rawlings had, 1993 to 2001 January? Straightforward. J. Akufo had straightforward. Mahama did not have the straightforward one. Akufo-Addo has straightforward. So does it mean that when you have the straightforward, you cannot come back again? And then when you go and then, you spend just 1 term, and then you come again, can you do the 2 terms? This is just a simple question. Supreme Court is going to sit and then look at it and say, look, the Constitution is clear. It says 2 terms. Like we were saying, a person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms. This is the Constitution. But someone is saying that, hey, I came, went back, I come again. Does it mean that it's amount to the 2 terms, or he can do straightforward 2 terms? Why is it difficult for us to allow Supreme Court to say, look, what is in the Constitution is clear. So once you sit in that office on 2 different occasions or straight 2, you are done. This one too, why should it be a problem?
Kwadwo has a genuine concern. He says that over the years, we've been practicing, whether Mahama went and came back a little later, all of that. We have pressing issues in this country. And I'm not saying this disrespecting the right of a citizen who has an ambiguity and an understanding of a provision in the Constitution decides to go to the Supreme Court, he says that there are lots of things happening in the Supreme Court. What has warranted a third-term conversation? We're not even over the 4 to 5 years, because that's a conversation that is already. The Constitution review suggested that it looks like gathering views, looks like 4 years is not really enough for a president, so we're suggesting 5. If that goes under an entrenched provision, then we're looking at a referendum. In fact, the president has even suggested that we're considering a referendum. So that there seems to be a consensus. There seems to be something that has triggered it, right? So what's the problem? Why do we need to start having a conversation around third term? Do you see the genuine concern and the pushback?
Where did this start from? We were in this country when people, I mean, ordinary Ghanaians would say, Bahama, you have to go again. You have to go again. I mean, is it not true? All over, people were just calling on president to consider going again.
They were.
Then.
Is it before he became president or recently?
No. Just last year. This conversation started last year.
Oh.
When the CD was gaining strength, everything was going well.
JJ was being
Take your time.
It's okay.
Take your time. Take your time. Are you getting it? This conversation started. And guess what? An MPP member, known Ken Kranchi, who is MPP member, even last elections, he contested the primaries at what is the constituency name? Is it something?
I don't know that about him.
Oh, are you getting it?
Yeah.
So MPP person took the matter to court. That look, Supreme Court, explain to us. Can someone go for this? They say that nobody can go for more than 2 terms. Is it consecutive terms or what?
Okay, so let me ask you a question about the mischief that Kwadwo is concerned about. That is it that he also desires that President Mahama should have the opportunity to go the 3rd term? And I'm not saying this because if this holds at the Supreme Court, it doesn't become exclusive to President Mahama. It becomes exclusive to other presidents as well.
That's right.
Is it that?
President Kwadwo can come back as
No. President Kwadwo has gone 2 straight terms. Are you getting it?
The Constitution doesn't say that.
Oh, please.
You see, that's the problem.
The person going to Supreme Court
can go straight terms. Why can you say that? Somebody's imagination of a conversation.
Poku.
It says 2 terms.
Poku, take your time.
But you know that it is because of these 2 arguments, that's why they are going to court. It's because the 2 of you not agreeing.
The person going to court has an intention that, look, I don't understand this. Someone was here, he left, and then came back again. He said, okay, or he can do the 2 straight. Are you getting it?
But they're saying that.
Where is the 2 straight in the conversation?
Where is the 2 straight in the conversation? I like the fact that you want to assist me this morning. But wait.
That is why
I'm happy that you're. Yes.
Make the same sentence. I was another NDC person. Make the same sentence. These 2 straight. Ask them. Where in the Constitution?
Let me attempt. No, let's not reduce the conversation to that.
No, if you say, I'm just saying that. Where these 2 straight? Order.
I'm on the same page with all of you.
Exactly. One thing, ask him, where in the Constitution is the 2 straight?
Have you gone through the rates of credit?
No, but the rates should be paid. Yes. It says consecutive.
Look at the intention of the person.
Is that you argue with
Constitution. But you're not hearing me.
MFA, you need to discipline Kwadwo Poku. I was here.
Kwadwo Poku is both of you started off on a ground that was not fair.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying that
when he was talking, I did not interrupt.
So if I understand,
even for once.
So if I understand you, this has been triggered mainly because there was a president who finished a term of another president who unfortunately passed, and then became president, and then lost election and has come again.
Yes.
So there is ambiguity in the 2 terms. That's what I understand.
I did not go to Supreme Court, so that question I cannot answer it. The person who went to Supreme Court had some kind of...
Yeah. So we're trying to solve the question of, does 2 term mean straight or consecutive, or is that the understanding?
Yeah, whether consecutive or or you go and come back, you can go the two straight again.
Yeah.
That
do
is,
you understand?
That is
it's pretty simple.
That
so
is
I get what you So when you're going to the Supreme Court,
we are guided by law.
We're guided by the law. When you're going to Supreme Court to seek an interpretation, you lift the provision as it is and take it to court and say, what does this mean?
Yes.
So when you lift 66, it says that 2 terms.
A term is 4 years.
A term is 4 years.
And nobody should do more than 2 terms.
Yes.
There is no mention of consecutive.
That's what I'm saying.
My point is that somebody introducing an alien word, hold on, it's law. You can't go to court.
That is where the interpretation becomes important.
Yes. Does the 2 term mean?
The interpretation is going to take away any fear, that people may be harboring. Yeah. And that is it. And that is what I see.
Yeah. You see, the 2 terms means 2 terms in total. Are you getting it? Now, the ambiguity here is whether it's straight like other president had. Are you getting it? So, someone who came and then left, and then had the opportunity to come again, can he do the 2 straight? That is what the person is good for all of us. What the Supreme Court will come out with settles the Constitution.
But let me push back a bit. Shouldn't it be that? Let me push back a bit. Shouldn't it be? And I'm not saying that that's what the Constitution says. And again, I insist that the Constitution, the person who can go to God to seek clarity does not mean that a problem has arisen.
That's right.
Particularly.
That's right.
But normally, it is that it is triggered by an ambiguity. But I'm saying that I'm sitting here, I can just look at this project and say, I don't understand. Let's go, because in the future, it may be needed.
That's right.
So, okay. So, is it that? But the pushback from Kwadwo is that the person who did the 2 term, whether he did it half up in the sky or half up beneath the sky, he has not said whether he's contemplating that. I'm not sure that my 2 term that I did, it is apt or not. So I'm contemplating a 3rd term. For a citizen to say that, no, this decision by President Mahama means to be called Supreme Court. I don't know if you understand. It's a genuine concern,
I get it. And I'm telling you that the originator of this controversy is MPP member.
Let's stop that. Stop that.
Please, it's not true. It's not MPP member.
No, please. What is an MPP member?
So you killed that.
Stop the mischief.
I said, who sent the case to court? Is it not MPP member?
You didn't cure the mischief. You said that you are worried about the mischief that can arise.
But the point I'm trying to make is that if they want to do that, the issue at stake is that when
don't take my time.
Let me go to the Director Belandi.
You see, we're we are this country where Parliament took a decision. And the 3 arms of government, they are independent. They are masters of their own. Speaker Babin took a decision concerning some people who resigned. Are you getting it? Now, the party said, you people, because of this and that, your rules say if you contest as independent against the party, you have forfeit your membership. And we had 3 people doing that. Then Speaker Babin made an announcement that there are some people here who has left their party. So their seats are going to be declared vacant. What happened? The Constitution is clear. But Apenyo Markins went to Supreme Court. And Supreme Court ruled in favor of him.
No,
true or false?
You know why?
Oh, please.
Because
I don't know your
action. It's a constitution of the party, not constitution of the land.
It's not two different. Yes, it's not true.
But why the Supreme Court?
In Parliament, you are standing for the state clearly that if you're NDC member, you cross to MPP. You have vacated your post. True or false?
There were other legs of that decision that seemed to find its way in the Constitution.
Yes.
When the then leader went to the Supreme Court,
the vacancy. Listen.
The vacancy is only the Speaker of Parliament who can declare.
Because there was a precedent that was cited. Let's educate. The precedent that was cited. Let me educate. The precedent that was cited. No, I know. I'm not the diverse. A quick education. The precedent that was cited in that case was that the party in question wrote to the speaker informing him of a decision of the party. You, the speaker, cannot make a decision on behalf of a political party. That's the difference.
No, I don't actually even think that's the contention, because the contention at that time was even that where the powers, the institution that has the power to declare it vacant is not Parliament, but was a High Court.
That's why I said that.
That was the contention. That was the contention. No, it's not about the party issue.
No, you did not.
Today,
what you are doing to me, it's not good. Everybody watching us knows that yourself.
No. You know I'm a philosopher, so
half of my time, and you are just.
If Doc says it, I'll go back to who I've.
You know, Doc will not say yes.
I'm even surprised. The two of them, the moment they start talking, me, I'll propose to you that anytime that this thing comes, when we sit here, start with him first.
No, he didn't come early. So what happened is
you're telling people that didn't come early.
No, he's not a late comer. So what happened is depending on who comes first today, yes.
Before Doc, let me make
Doc,
this
will you give him a few seconds? Okay.
With the United Party, we will not encourage anybody to push for 30. But when Supreme Court speaks, whatever Supreme Court will say, we are not going to contend. Because Supreme Court is Supreme Court.
Do anything about it.
If Supreme Court decide that, this way, we follow it. If they say it's left, we follow it. We are not going to troop on the street and then say this or that. But we are not going to also encourage that maybe we should push agenda like this. That is our position.